Hi, my name's Jay. I'm one of the final year medical students from BSMS, and so for my IRP, I looked at a surgical prosthetic device used to be able to treat blindness. So in people who have complex diseases of their cornea, and after they've tried the usual treatment options like corneal transplant and they've failed, their last resort of being able to see again is a prosthetic device implanted into the eye, and this is currently being manufactured in America for around $5,000 per eye. As you can imagine, this is quite expensive, so it might mean that people in developing countries who need this surgery the most may not be able to access it. And so for my IRP, we aim to look at a new low-cost alternative that's recently being produced and manufactured in India, which is available for less than $100 per eye, and we wanted to see how it compared to the original higher cost $5,000 option. So I picked this project mainly because I had an interest in the specialty and I wanted to get more exposure to some of the conditions and the surgeries that are performed. And also, I found it really interesting in that this is something that could potentially help people in the future, because I know that blindness is affecting more and more people every year. And if we can make these devices a lot more cost effective while improving their performance and safety, we can help a lot more people out worldwide. So to give a brief overview of what we did for my IRP, we first of all performed a systematic review, which is where we look at all the published journals and all the literature to see how the old device compares to the new device, so what people have already done in previous experiments. But second of all, we also made a questionnaire and we sent that to surgeons in India, and we asked them for their opinions of these devices in terms of their own surgical experience, in terms of the outcomes and the complications, and really importantly, what they think could be used to improve the devices in the future. So the main results from our study was that while both devices might have similar visual outcomes after surgery, the problem comes when we look at how long these effects actually last for. So while the original device that cost $5,000 can be retained in someone's eye for 5, 6, maybe even 7 or more years, the new device, the new low-cost alternative, might only last about 1 or 2 years in someone's eye before the complications like infection and glaucoma kick in, which might mean that it has to be removed prematurely. Also, when we asked surgeons for their opinions, they generally agreed that the new low-cost alternative had higher complications both during surgery and also after surgery as well. Our research aims to help inform the international eye prosthesis community to understand how these devices can be made more cost effective while making sure that they're safe, they perform well, and trying to reduce the complications as well. And the ultimate goal is trying to make sure that these devices are more accessible to people in developing countries to make sure that they have a treatment for blindness. So first of all, we're hoping to publish our results in a peer-reviewed journal, which we've recently submitted to, so we're waiting to hear the results from that. And second of all, we hope to submit our abstract to an international conference so that we can present our findings to those that are interested in this field.